Ever wonder why people behave the way they do? A question as old as time, yet the answer lies within the realm of psychology, an intriguing field that delves deep into the labyrinth of the human mind. It's a fascinating subject, isn't it? The way our brains are wired, the subtle triggers that influence our actions, and the invisible forces that shape our behaviors. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the realm of psychological influence. Over the next several minutes, we'll unravel 9 psychological tricks that hold the power to sway anyone's behavior. These aren't just theories, but practical real-world techniques that you can apply in your day-to-day life, whether to enhance your interpersonal skills or to understand the world around you better. These tricks are sure to enlighten your path. Ready to explore the fascinating world of psychological tricks? Hold tight, this journey promises to be an intriguing one. Ever felt obliged to return a favor? That's the power of reciprocity. This principle, deeply woven into the fabric of human interaction, holds a profound sway over our decisions and actions. You see, when someone does something kind for us, it creates a psychological urge to return the favor. This sense of indebtedness, of obligation, is what we call reciprocity. It's a social norm that's been with us since time immemorial, a fundamental part of the human code of conduct. And it's not just about returning favors, it's about fairness, about balance. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Influence masters leverage this principle to their advantage. By offering a small token of goodwill, they instill a sense of obligation in the other person. This makes it more likely that person will comply with a request later on. Remember, it's a powerful tool, but use it with respect and integrity. Next time you want someone to do something, try doing something for them first. The results may surprise you. Did you know that asking for a favor can make someone like you more? This curious phenomenon is known as the Benjamin Franklin effect, named after the American polymath who noticed that a person who has performed a favor for someone is more likely to do another favor for that person than they would be if they had received a favor from that person. In essence, when we do someone a favor, we tend to like them more as a result. Why is this so? Well, our brains love consistency. When we help someone, our brain rationalizes that we must like this person because we've gone out of our way to assist them. Therefore, the next time you're looking to build a relationship or influence someone, don't shy away from asking for a small favor. It's not an imposition, but a clever psychological strategy. So, don't hesitate to ask for a small favor. It might just win you a new friend. Getting a yes can be easier than you think. Let's dive into the foot-in-the-door technique. This psychological trick is all about getting someone to agree to a small request, which will increase the chances of them agreeing to a larger one later. Imagine you're asking a friend to water your plants for a day. Once they've agreed to this small favor, they're more likely to agree to a bigger request, like looking after your pets for a week. Why? Because they've already said yes once, and the human mind likes to be consistent in its decisions. Now, it's not about manipulation, but understanding human behavior. The foot-in-the-door technique is a valuable tool in negotiations, sales, and even in building relationships. It's about creating a pathway of agreement and fostering a sense of cooperation. Remember, a small yes can pave the way for a big yes. Imitation is not just the sincerest form of flattery, it's a powerful psychological tool. Let's delve into the concept of mirroring. This is a subtle art where you mimic the behavior, gestures, or speech patterns of the person you're interacting with. It's a psychological phenomenon that occurs naturally among humans. But when used consciously, it has the power to establish rapport and influence people. Imagine you're in a negotiation or trying to persuade someone. By subtly mirroring their posture or the pace of their speech, you create a sense of familiarity and understanding. It's as if you're speaking their language, and this shared language fosters trust and cooperation. But remember, subtlety is key. Overdoing it can come off as mimicry or mockery. So it's about finding that balance. Think of it as a dance where you're following the rhythm of your partner, matching their steps, but not stepping on their toes. Next time, try subtly mirroring someone's gestures or speech patterns. It could help you connect on a deeper level. Ever wanted something more when you found out it was limited? Let's dive into the scarcity principle, a psychological trick that's been known to work wonders. This principle is all about creating a sense of urgency or exclusivity. It's a simple concept, really. When something is scarce or perceived to be, we want it more. It's human nature to be drawn to the limited, the exclusive, the hard to get. This principle plays on our fear of missing out. Imagine you're shopping online and you spot a pair of shoes you like. You're considering buying them, but you're not sure. Then you see a note. Only 2 pairs left in stock. Suddenly you're clicking that buy now button faster than ever. That's the scarcity principle at work. It's a powerful tool, used by marketers, negotiators, and even parents. But it's also something to be aware of, to ensure you're making decisions based on what you truly want and need, not just because something is scarce. Remember, scarcity can make things seem more valuable. Did you know that your overall impression of a person can be influenced by a single trait? Welcome to the world of the halo effect, a fascinating psychological phenomenon where one positive aspect of a person, say their attractiveness or their intelligence, can make us perceive their other qualities in a similarly positive light. In essence, the halo effect is all about painting an overall picture of someone based on a single characteristic. This single trait acts like a halo, casting its glow over everything else we know about that person. Now imagine applying this principle to your interactions. By showcasing your best trait first, you can positively influence the way others perceive you. Be it your kindness, your wit, or your dedication, let this trait shine brightly. This isn't about deceiving others but rather about guiding their perception, helping them see the best in you. So, show your best trait first. It could cast a halo on the rest. Ever been swayed by the first piece of information you received? This is the essence of the anchoring bias. It's a fascinating quirk of human psychology that influences how we make decisions and judgments. Imagine you're negotiating a price. The first number thrown into the mix, that's the anchor. Your brain, in its relentless pursuit for efficiency, latches onto this initial figure. It uses it as a reference point, a benchmark to inform subsequent discussions. Even if it's wildly off the mark, that anchor tends to pull your thoughts towards it, affecting your final decision. This isn't just about money. It could be the first impression you form of someone, the first estimate on a project's timeline, or the initial data in a research study. These anchors can skew our perceptions and judgments, often without us even realizing it. So next time, be aware of the first piece of information you present or receive. It could set the tone for everything that follows. Consistency can be a powerful persuader. Ever wondered why? It's because human beings inherently seek to align their actions with their beliefs, values, and self-image. When we act consistently, we validate our own identity and reinforce our sense of self. Consider this. When someone makes a commitment, even a small one, they're more likely to follow through, simply because they want to remain consistent with their earlier decision. This is a key principle in the psychology of persuasion. It's why salespeople will often ask you to agree to small things before making a bigger request. But it's not all about manipulation. Consistency can also foster trust and reliability. In relationships, at work, or in any social context, when we're consistent, people know what to expect from us. They trust us more because we become predictable, and predictability in the right measure brings comfort. Remember, consistency breeds trust and reliability. Psychology isn't just a study of behavior, it's a study of influence. As we've journeyed through the fascinating landscape of the human mind, we've unearthed 9 potent psychological tricks. We started with the power of reciprocity, understanding how doing a favor can pave the way for returned kindness. The Benjamin Franklin effect showed us that asking for help can actually make people like us more. The foot-in-the-door technique revealed how a small initial agreement can lead to larger commitments. We then delved into the power of mirroring, a tool to build rapport and mutual understanding. We discussed the scarcity principle, where less is more appealing. The halo effect taught us how first impressions can color our perception. The anchoring bias highlighted our tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information we receive. And finally, we explored the power of consistency, showing how we strive to align our actions with our self-image. With these psychology tricks, you now hold the keys to influence behavior. Use them wisely and positively.